Are you a Yoruba man or woman, or do you have Yoruba in-laws and they are visiting you very soon? This is the soup to cook to welcome your in-laws, your uncles, your aunties that are from the Yoruba tribe. Let's get cooking, guys. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to be cooking one of the favorite soup of the Yoruba people, which is GBEGIRI and EWEDU, popularly known as abula. Yeah, so GBEGIRI is the star of the show, and GBEGIRI is made from beans. It's just like beans soup, literally. Okay, so you're gonna peel your beans and you're gonna cook it for some time until it softens. Then you blend it. I'll be taking you guys along on how to prepare this. So first of all, we have peeled our beans like so. Just remove the skin of the beans. Yeah, so we are going to be cooking this. You can cook it in two ways. It's either you add potash inside the beans to cook it, or you use pressure pot. So we're going to be pressure cooking this for between 5 and 10 minutes. Then we will proceed from there. So yeah, the ingredients we're going to be using for this super delicious meal. We have our pepper mix right here: tomatoes, tatase, asarodo, chili peppers, like all blended up. This is for our stew. So these are the meat we're going to be using. We're using beef, yeah, and some like what do you call this thing? Nkan inu eran. The Yoruba people call it nkan inu eran, shaki, and the likes. Yeah, okay, we're gonna be cooking with this meat. Yeah, and also this is efirin. Efirin is for, you know, to boil the meat. I have salt here, seasoning cube. I'm using the Maggi Niger pot and the classic one, the original one here. And I'll be using chili peppers as well. I will tell you when I'll be using that. Onions also. This is palm oil because it's a Yoruba stew, it's a Yoruba soup, so palm oil has to be used. Okay, this is ewedu. Yeah, it goes well with GBEGIRI as well. We have pomo right here. Yeah, this is the beans. After pressure cooking it for 10 minutes, this is what we have. So we're gonna be blending this up as well. Okay, don't worry, all those things you are seeing, they are the back of the beans that escaped. Like, it's okay, it's not harmful. Okay, we're going to be blending everything up now and sieving it up to remove any other particles. Okay, so this is the beans inside the blender, and I'll be adding chili peppers to it. You can add atarodo if you have that as well. I want to blend it together with this pepper and some onions as well. Yeah, just little, it's not that much. Okay, we'll be right back. So we started cooking, guys. Look at this thing I have here. This thing is called corn or potash. So we'll be using this to cook our ewedu. Yeah, some people could decide to blend their ewedu, but I don't like that method. So we're going to be adding the corn into this boiling water to cook our ewedu. We are cooking the 3 soups like simultaneously. Like, we are cooking ewedu, cooking our meat for our stew, and then we are also cooking the GBEGIRI right here. So it's a marathon cooking. You never seen no do past this one. So ewedu is going inside the butter now. So I'm going to be adding palm oil into my GBEGIRI now. What is a Yoruba soup without palm oil? So I'll add seasoning cubes as well. I'll be adding one because it's not a big pot of GBEGIRI, just one is enough. And then I'll be adding little salt as well. We are fasting, no, we can't taste it though. No, if you taste them as we dey fast. We are just adding as the spirit leads. I'm adding little water to loosen it up a little bit. At this point, you add water according to the consistency you want. But one thing is, GBEGIRI tends to solidify when cold, when it cools down. So if you add more water now, it won't like solidify too much when it gets cold. I don't know if you understand my English o, as in gbẹ̀gìrì ó máa padà thick ó máa padà thick tó bá ti tutù. So ọmọ English is hard o. Our ewedu is also cooking at this point. Yeah, our meat is also boiling. Yeah, you don't cover your gbẹ̀gìrì because it tends to overflow, like ó máa ru. I don't know the English name for that. Gbẹ̀gìrì yẹn máa ru, like it will like overflow, and then you get what I'm saying. You don't cover it, so it's coming together at the moment. So this is also ewedu cooking nicely as well. Look at what we are doing. Look at that thing, that broom like thing, for all of the people out there that used to say, and the Yoruba people, they use broom that they used to wash toilets to do this ewedu. No, you people, stop saying that. Come off it. It's not broom. This is a specially made broom for ewedu and ewedu alone. Like, no sane person will use broom that they are using to sweep the floor to cook their food. No. All people are feeling my ranting. Like, that thing is very annoying. Why will you say someone is using toilet broom to cook their food? No, it's not possible for any normal person to do that. So this is a specially made broom. Can you see it? It's a specially made broom for cooking ewedu and ewedu alone. Did you get that? Emmanuel kúrò níbi tí mo ti ń dáná. Yeah, so that's it. Some people use blender for it, but I don't like the blender method. I prefer this broom method. Okay, so this is our ewedu, all done and dusted. Look at that. So ewedu, you can also add iru to it, but I don't have iru at home and I forgot to buy it when I went out. So we only add salt. Like, no need for any ceremony inside the ewedu. I know some people add crayfish and everything. It's not necessary. Like, it's not necessary. Ewedu is sweet on its own like this. Okay, see, and this gbẹ̀gìrì as well, it doesn't need any ceremony. Like, I've seen some people, like Instagram food bloggers, adding crayfish, meat and everything to their gbẹ̀gìrì. It's not necessary. Like, gbẹ̀gìrì is done. No, like, it is done. Like I said, no much ceremony. The beans has been cooked before. They were just adding seasoning to it and all. So gbẹ̀gìrì is done and dusted. Okay, our meat is properly cooked at this point. We're going to be cooking our soup now. So inside that same pot, I'm adding palm oil. I'm going in with my onions. I like to add my seasoning cubes together with my onions, like to season up the oil. That's how I like cooking my food. Yeah, I'm using Maggi Star, Niger pot flavor. That's what we are using for this dish. So I will allow this onion to fry for some time. I'm also adding salt. I'm going in with my pepper now. Yeah, so I'll allow this to cook for some time. Okay, so right now I'm going to be adding my meat to it. Everything, the rest of the meat, and I'll be adding the stock. So I'll be adding the meat stock to that as well. I'm gonna give it a good mix. This is the consistency I'm looking for, guys. Yeah, it's going to thicken up, but this is the consistency I want at the moment. So this is what we have going on here. At this point, this soup is cooked like D-I-E. That's D-I-E. Die. Okay, so this is what we have going on here. I'm going to top this soup up with this. I'm going to top it up with this efirin, saint leaf. Yeah, I learned this on YouTube. Yeah, I've seen people do it on YouTube and I've started loving it as well. Like, I always top up my soups with efirin. So I'll be adding this to it. Like I've learned a lot on this street. I know some people that they cannot cook their soup without adding this to it. People like my sister or Gum series, like I've watched that a lot, and I see that she always add efirin to her soup. Most Igbo people that I'm following, they do it. They add efirin to their soup after cooking it. Yeah. So I've also started doing that. I'm doing it a lot now. Yeah. So this is just it though. This is everything I'm cooking. This is my gbegiri. I told you people it's going to solidify. Can you see? So this is my gbegiri. Okay, and this is my stew, my soup, my, what do you call it, whatever you want to call it, my tomato stew, yes, with orishirishi, beef, pomo, and all. This is my ewedu. This is my ewedu right here, guys. Can you see that? So we're going to make amala now, because what is ewedu, gbegiri, and stew without amala? So everything goes well with amala. I'll be right back. This is our elubo, aka yam flour. But I recommend that you sieve your elubo whenever you want to make amala. Ignore this torn part of my sieve to eliminate any what's it called, particles and whatever that might be in your elubo. Like so. So look at what I'm talking about. Look at all these dirty things right here. If I did not sieve it, all these things would have gone into my amala. So that's why you need to sieve your elubo whenever you are preparing amala.
So serve this for your Yoruba in-laws or your Yoruba uncles and aunties, and you will have a permanent space in their hearts. I tell you, I kid you not, you have a permanent space in their hearts.